Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Good morning and welcome to week 10 of WRMN. And we're starting out okay. WRMN's NFL Fantasy Football Blitz. How you doing today, guys?
Yeah, we're doing good. How are you doing today, John?
Well, I see we've got camera now.
Yeah.
We've got our little man here with us again.
We got Graham back, everybody. The amazing, smart Graham. And he's a fantasy football guru.
Glad to be back.
Yes, he is. Guys, before we get started, just got to get this out here really quick. We are underneath a winter storm watch for the Cook County area, the whole entire Cook County, Chicagoland area. This will start taking effect tomorrow at 12 a.m., going into Monday till 12 p.m. They're expecting 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's going to be big. They're projecting snowfall at 2 inches an hour, accumulated up to a total of 6 inches. So you're going to have to get the snow shovel out there, Graham, because you live in towards the city, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. And so winter's going to start very early for you over there. But this is going to affect the Bears game, I think, and we'll talk about that when we get to that point. So, Mr. John Payne, go ahead and start this show out today.
Our buys this week are the Chiefs, Bengals, Cowboys, and Titans. So get them out of your lineup. Dave?
Yes, I'll make notes of that, John.
If anybody would like to call into the studio, feel free. It's 847-931-1410. Feel free to text us at 505-926-1410, or you can chat with us on youtube.com at WRMN Radio.
You started out the show pretty good.
All right, let's get started. Falcons at the Colts. Early game tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time.
Dublin? Is that it?
I don't know. I just know it's overseas.
I think it's in Dublin, Germany, I believe.
Yeah, that's
Ireland?
a Germany game, yeah.
Wait, no, it's not Germany yet. It's Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah,
Dublin,
I
Ireland.
don't think there is a Dublin, Germany. There might be.
No, not Dublin, Germany.
Wait to listen in class, man.
Wow.
Your dad must be proud. All right, let's get started. Falcons and Colts. Daniel Jones had his worst outing of the season last week. He was sacked a season high 5 times, 3 of which resulted in fumbles, losing 2, and he threw 3 interceptions after throwing 3 all season. He did throw for a season high 342 yards while adding his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. Atlanta hasn't allowed big weeks to quarterbacks, but they've given up multiple passing touchdowns 4 of the past 5 games, including 4 touchdown game by Tua. On the other side, Penix has completed only 61% of his passes, 24% of his throws, 20 more yards downfield. He's ahead of only Mac Jones and Dylan Gabriel. He could get some volume here if Indy's ahead quick. They're back on track. They looked terrible last week. Jonathan Taylor and Bijan Robinson had tough weeks last week. And actually, Robinson has not had a good game the last 3 weeks. He's been terrible. Killing me in my other league anyway. I expect Taylor to get back on track. Robinson's going to need receiving volume this week. Colts are better than average against the run. I wouldn't say they're middle of the pack, but they're a little better than average. Drake London was incredible last week. I probably get tougher sledding this week. I think Sauce Gardner is going to play, the kid they traded for. I don't know how many snaps he might be on the snap count, but they got a good secondary anyway. Pittsburgh moved Jalen Ramsey out of the slot last week and played safety with him, and he covered Tyler Warren all week, and he pretty much shut Tyler Warren down. So I thought I think Atlanta's probably going to try to do the same thing this week. Bring a slot corner down, play safety, cover Warren. Kyle Pitts is catching balls this year, but he's just not finding the end zone. I don't love Daniel Jones this week. I love Jonathan Taylor this week.
Why? That surprised me right there.
Well, he's got to bounce back after last week. I like Warren and Bijan. I like London and Pittman. I just don't love them.
Anyhow, I hope Taylor doesn't score this week again. I mean, it was really nice because he's got him, you know. But Daniel Jones, he's just playing some football. I mean, he's doing good. He's got his receivers back. He's got his weapons back. I'm going to say Indy's going to do business again and take care of Atlanta on this one. What do you think, Graham?
I mean, the Falcons, they've been inconsistent. They're not playing very well. One week they'll pull out a good win versus a good team, and then the next week they'll get blown out by a team that they shouldn't. They're inconsistent, and despite the Colts having struggles along the road, they're a more consistent team. Out in Ireland, it's an early game, but I do think the Colts will pull away in this one.
Yes, and I see the caller is on the line. We'll get to you in a little bit, so stand by, caller. I actually think with Daniel Jones going to a new team, Indy, and I'm hearing they're going to give him, they're calling him like the franchise quarterback over there now, and you know he's going to get a big contract, and if he keeps this up right now, I honestly think that maybe Indy is definitely going to be a deep playoff team coming up here.
The thing I like about Daniel Jones this year, he's spreading the ball around.
Yes, he is.
He's not isolating on one receiver, which obviously it helps when you have more than one receiver like he had with the Giants. But Giants at Bears.
Windy day coming.
When Jackson Dart has been pressured, he's completing only 40% of his passes. Without pressure, 70% of his passes. Chicago is 29th in pressure rate. When they've not pressured the opposing passer, Chicago has allowed 75% completion rate. Under pressure, Caleb Williams has a league-high 21% inaccurate throw rate. The Giants are 22nd in pressure rate. This can be a high-scoring game. If Manungai is the lead back again this week, it's a defense that is last in the NFL in rush defense. The Giants are allowing a league-high 5.9 yards per carry to running backs. They've allowed 11 touchdowns to running backs, the third most in the league. I don't recommend any Giant backs this week. Maybe Tracy if you're desperate. Adunze should get back to being involved this week. DJ Moore was spotted last week. Adunze didn't do anything last week. Nothing at all. That was kind of disappointing for a lot of teams. Bears are terrible for slot receivers. So Wendell Robinson should feast on the Bears this week. Maybe Slayton burns them deep for one. Colson Loveland finally got in the game last week. He looked good. I love the way the safety in the corner bounced off him in the middle of the field.
Oh, what an ending. Wasn't that, Graham? That was you were jumping up and down, were you?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Gotta be.
Theo Johnson looks like a ball player on the Giants side. Really like him. Caleb Williams, I like. McGonaghy, I love this week. Adunze and Moore, I like. I love Jackson Dart and Wendell Robinson this week.
They got Cole Kmet coming back in this game. He was listed as a concussion. He is removed from the injury report, and they say he's expected to play. So they got two tight ends again. But like you said, Loveland, he's starting to play like.
And I've said at the beginning of the year, they need to get Loveland and Burden the ball. They're really good after the catch. They got it to Loveland. Burden's hopefully coming back. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Loveland and Burden starting to really fit into the system, getting the rookies in there. So the Bears, as more as they can involve more and more players, we talked about Daniel Jones earlier. What makes Daniel Jones good right now, at least, is that he can spread the ball around to his receivers, as the Colts have a very wide range of players that can catch the ball. So if Caleb and the Bears can fit in and spread the ball to all the receivers, tight ends, even the running backs on the Bears with the variety of options, I think they could be a very good football team.
I saw a cool video the other day on TikTok, and it was when Caleb Williams was a junior in high school and Manungai was a senior. They played against each other.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and they were talking about, this Caleb Williams kid, he's a junior. He's the #1 quarterback in the nation. And this Manungai kid, he's a pretty good ball player too. So it was kind of cool they played each other in high school.
He had a really good game. I mean, he really did.
Yeah, I don't know what the over-under is on this game.
Actually, 46.5.
Boy, with the weather report that you gave, Weather Dave, I got to think they're running the ball a bit. With Tracy Menengai, even Caleb Williams and Jackson Dart. I mean, don't know they're going to be throwing downfield much. Let's put it that way, unless the wind's behind their back.
Yeah, Well, I think it's going to be coming off the lake, so I don't know how that position works in the field, but I don't think it's going to be a field goal game. I can tell you that much.
You ready? Next one?
Do it. And let me know when you want to take this caller really quickly.
Well, let's take the caller.
Okay, we're going to take the caller, so let's see how this works out for me. Hello, caller. Who are we talking to?
Well, it's about time you get me on the air.
Okay, who is this?
Oh, come on. You don't know the voice of Big Top Sports?
Oh, Derek.
Oh, Derek Geyer. How you doing?
Well, good. I didn't really want to talk to either you, David, and or John. I really wanted to talk to Graham, but, I mean, come on, man.
Oh, okay, Graham.
Wow.
Go ahead. Derek, go ahead, talk to Graham for a second.
Okay, Graham. First off, it's not in Ireland. The game is in Berlin, Germany.
Okay, I wasn't trying to say that Dublin was in Germany. I was trying to say it was in either Dublin or Germany.
I didn't even know that either, Derek, so.
Well, that's all right. I don't expect you to know much, David.
I know. Thank you.
That's all right. But, Graham, as far as the Bears game goes tomorrow, I know you were just talking about it. Who are the two players from either side of the team that I should be starting and or possibly sitting in tomorrow's game against the Giants and the Bears?
Well, I mean, here, let's get this up. I have some notes
a
over
good question.
here.
I mean, Derek's trying to figure out his lineup here.
So, wait, who does he have on his lineup? You gotta.
Well, I don't know. He wants some advice.
Anybody?
Who do you think pick top player on both teams? One player.
Top
each.
player. So for
One player each.
The Giants, I like a lot. I think that the Giants, even without Scadaboo and Malik Neighbors, despite the record not showing it, they've made some stuff work. But the heart of that's been Jackson Dart. I think he is a start this week. I do think the Bears will come out with the win, but I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game, even with the weather. And then for the Bears, even if DeAndre Swift does end up playing, I still think they should start Monongai, and I think he's going to have another big game against a Giants run defense that isn't great.
All right, great. Thank you. All right, well, Derek got off the phone, so let's get to our next game.
All right, Browns at Jets. Justin Fields goes up against the Browns above league average road pressure rate at 38% on dropbacks. When Fields has been pressured, he has completed only 48% of his passes. Kind of a boomer bust day anytime for Justin Fields, so I don't recommend him, especially against Cleveland. Dylan Gabriel probably has his best matchup to date. He's completed only 59% of his passes, which is 31st in the league, but the Jets are 31st in pressure rate. Breece Hall has a tough matchup, maybe a flex option at best, in my opinion, and man, was he mad when he didn't get traded the other day. When Sauce Gardner left and Quinnen Williams went to Dallas, he was livid because I heard that Kansas City offered a fourth-round pick for Breece Hall, and they wouldn't go anything. They wouldn't take anything lower than a 3. Breece Hall's contract's up at the end of the year, so I get that. I don't know if once you're traded, if you can transition or not. But that's what the Jets are going to do next year to him. They're going to transition him. He's not going to be able to leave again. So he's pretty disgruntled there. I like Judkins this week, especially with the guy we just talked about, Quinnen Williams gone to Dallas. If Fields is given time, I think Garrett Wilson may be in play as a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 type. But again, that's if you're desperate, got guys on buys or injured.
If he plays.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
you're right, Graham. He's listed as questionable.
I don't like the tight ends from either team as starters this week. A lot of owners were hoping Njoku would get traded. I like Njoku and Fannin, but when they're splitting reps, it kind of defeats the purpose for both of them. So I'm not a big fan this week of them. I think this is going to be a really boring game. I really do.
Yeah, it's two really bad teams right now.
Offensively challenged for sure. Even the Jets defensively. I mean, when they had Sauce Gardner on defense, at least they had somebody back there.
There's his new word of the day, Graham. Offensively challenged. There we go. All right.
Got a new one.
And you know what Dave is? Mentally challenged. And that's an understatement.
Okay, so what do you think about this game here, Graham?
I mean, you guys are completely right. This game, it's not going to be the best of them. Hopefully it won't be the Thursday night football game we saw.
No.
Wow. But again, the tight ends sharing reps isn't the best, but I but I do believe that the Jets have a very bad pass defense against tight ends.
Yeah.
So I do think that Njoku could get in there, but he also definitely could sit. Quinshawn Judkins, I think, could have a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jets just struggling. Brees Hall, I mean, not happy to not be traded, as you guys said. So we'll see how he does. I would probably start him, but you don't know because he doesn't want to be on the team anymore.
He's on your fantasy team.
He is.
And you think he's going to sit over the sideline and pout, or when he gets the ball, just sit down with it? I mean,
listen, when you played football your whole life,
yeah,
I understand you're upset, but unless you're Jacoby Myers, you're still competitive.
Right.
You're still going to want to play. He's only scored in one game this year, and that was the 3-touchdown game.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got to be happy.
That's when I traded for him after he scored 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And now, like I told the guy after I traded with him, he probably won't score again the rest of the year.
And he didn't even start him after he gets him. And he had 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I know.
No, he had 3 touchdowns, then I traded for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But you know what he's probably mad is that Kansas City, he probably had his bags packed. He's probably ready to go to Kansas City. Here
and then
I
they say,
come.
nope.
You know, I mean, he was looking at maybe a Super Bowl ring there, Patrick Mahomes,
And now he's stuck with the Jets for who knows how long.
Exactly. Saints at Panthers. I don't expect Carolina to throw much, but if Bryce Young and the Panthers do throw, the matchup's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Saints are 26th in pressure rate. If the Panthers do throw, the matchup is a good one. The Saints are 26th in pressure rate. Like I said, Tyler Shuck. I just don't know how they get that out of that name. He had a mixed day last week, but losing Rashid Shaheed in a trade to Seattle definitely hurts. His wide receiver options. Carolina's last in the NFL in pressure rate, if that means much in this game. I expect Carolina running backs to run all over New Orleans. Rico Dowdle is 3rd in the NFL in rushing. I couldn't believe it when I read that.
He was quiet last week.
I don't like any New Orleans backs. Olave may get some more targets than usual with Shaheed gone, but I don't expect wide receiver one numbers. McMillan just stuck in a run-first offense with limited upside at quarterback. I love Ted McMillan, but he's just stuck.
Also questionable.
Right. He just came up with a hammy yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But questionable usually doesn't bother me too much. If they're questionable, most of the time I'm playing them anyway, unless I hear something right beforehand. Juwan Johnson gets a bump with Shaheed gone. Just not a fan of Carolina tight ends this week.
No.
I think Carolina pulls the game out, but again, they've been playing good ball. Who thought they would go out and beat Green Bay at Green Bay?
Yeah,
come on, that just blew my mind.
It did.
I don't have an answer for that. I mean, that's why it's football. There's so much parity. But that blew my mind.
You think it's coaching on that game? I think it was coaching on that game, to be honest. What do you think?
I couldn't tell for that game if it was more of a good Panthers performance, which I don't know. It was 16-13, I believe.
No.
Not a great game by the Panthers. Good defensive game, not great offensive game. So I don't know if it was more Panthers playing well or the Packers playing pretty poor.
I think it's a matter of both. Rico Dowdle ran the ball right down their throat.
Yeah.
I mean, 130 yards, I think. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you can't stop the run and you can control the line of scrimmage in the game, it's going to be a low-scoring game, and that's what Carolina wants because they can't put a lot of points up.
Yeah.
Bryce Young can't see over the line.
Yep.
He's a little taller than Graham.
Did Bryce Young ever play last week? I thought it was
He
Andy
did.
Dalton.
No, Bryce Young came back last week.
Oh,
I
came
believe.
back last week?
Yeah, we actually watched the games.
Yeah, I was out doing some stuff there that day. So I know it was tough for me because I couldn't really watch the Bears game. I had a busy schedule. That happens.
Pretty good game, though.
Yeah, shush.
Patriots and Buccaneers. I like Drake May this week if he can pick up the blitz a little earlier and not get sacked. He got sacked 4 or 5 times last week. Tabin can be beat on play action. May should also have some success running the ball. Even though Baker's hit a cold stretch and the offense is still full of question marks, this game has a potential to be high scoring. Mayfield should throw a lot here. New England's 24th in league in yards per attempt. Tough spot for Tampa Bay. Running backs. The Patriots have allowed a league low 3.1 yards per carry to running backs. No running back has reached 50 yards in a game against them to this point, which includes James Cook, Jalen Warren, Bijan Robinson, Ashton Gente, and Devin Achane. I don't recommend any running back on New England, even if Stevenson plays.
He's questionable. I don't even think he's going to play. And Booty, how do you say his name? I think he's ruled out in this game too.
He's out.
He's out, yeah.
So.
So that will leave Oh, who we got? Stephon Diggs as a starter there, guys. And,
Yeah, you want to let me finish?
Wow, told you he's grouchy today. We know why, right? Earlier. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Abukwa probably has Christian Gonzalez covering him,
Yeah.
which he's a stud. He could put up wide receiver 2 numbers. Maybe DeMario Douglas is the play on New England. Diggs has pretty much been pedestrian this year. Hunter Henry may find the end zone. Cade Otton should benefit again for the lack of wide receiver depth on Tampa Bay. Okay, now you can go.
No, I'm going to let Graham go because you hurt my feelings. I'm just going to sit over here and pout. Go ahead, Graham.
Well, a player that I think could break out, I mean, this is going to be a very good game. 2 teams that are both fighting to win their divisions. Obviously, I do think, I don't know about New England in the long run. I do think Tampa Bay will be able to keep that division title. But I see a breakout game for Tez Johnson and Emeka Ekabuka. I just think it's going to be such a pass-heavy offense this game. Cade Otton, Tez Johnson, Emeka Ekabuka. I think they're all going to have big games this week.
Good. I think Abuka and Oten are big. Tez Johnson, yeah, he's performed quite well for a guy that's only 5'10". I mean, he's getting down the field. I mean, they're really missing Mike Evans.
Yeah.
But they're not getting him back. And Chris Godwin, he looked decent the game or two. He was back before he got hurt again. But Baker's going to be throwing a lot.
Right. And Godwin's out, and Stevens is out, Evans is out, Bucky Irving is out. There's a lot of guys out, and Drake Mays keeps winning games and using his receivers. He's spreading the ball around.
He is.
He's really using his wide receivers, like you said. He's playing good football. He's playing smart football. His turnover ratio is so low. It's unbelievable. And
He's just like any young quarterback, though. I mean, they tend to use the running back tight end quite a bit.
Right.
But at least Drake May is throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah.
A lot of young QBs won't do that.
Mm-mm.
They just dink and dunk because the game's too fast for him at that point.
Right.
But he's seeing the field, which that helps any
on.
offense. Yeah.
Catching on.
Let's get another one in here. Ravens at Vikings. That's going to be a good game.
For me, it is.
If Minnesota goes to man coverage blitzes, they'll have a chance to slow down Lamar. If they can't get to him, it's going to be a long day for the Vikings D. They blitz more than any team in the league, just under 50%. I think it's like 46% of the time they blitz. J.J. McCarthy looked good last week, ever coming back from an injury. The one thing Baltimore's still struggling with is rushing the passer. They only have a 25% pressure rate, which is the lowest rate in the league over the past 4 weeks. Like I said, they're getting guys back. Derrick Henry looks like a decent but not great start this week. Aaron Jones banged up a shoulder last week. Mason will have a tough time running against an improving Baltimore run D. I mean, Roquan's back, so that's helping him right away. Obviously, I love Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison this week. Zay Flowers may get deep on one of those blitz packages this week, but if he's in your lineup, maybe a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 this week. Mark Andrews is boomer bust. Same with Hawkinson. But Lamar loves Andrews down by the goal line. And I know Andrews has been there for a while, and he's a good blocker. But man, I just don't know why they don't get Isaiah Likely more involved. That kid is just I think he's just a stud waiting to happen, but he just doesn't get the ball enough.
He's injured the first what?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I
get that.
He's back in the lineup now.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're going to see the 2 tight end sets and using them. The receiving core is really not doing that good. I mean, other than Andrews was the main guy last week.
I mean, Zay Flowers is good. Bateman hasn't done much this year, but Lamar's missed time. So
I got DeAndre Hopkins over there. What do you? I mean, right? You got DeAndre Hopkins. I know is old, right, Graham? But he's
he still needs to perform. Still needs to get some in there. He's had games where he's been really, really good. That Bills-Ravens game where before that comeback by the Bills, DeAndre Hopkins was great.
Yeah.
But he's very boomer bust. He's either gonna have a great game or he's gonna have 1 or 2 catches.
So we'll get back to our second half here, and I know there was another caller, but we'll get back to you right after the commercial. We're getting phone calls today, so that's a good thing. It's probably every Graham's fan trying to call us here right now. You know, that's what it is.
I'm sure he's getting a fan club already.
Yeah, he probably is. So we're going to go to the second half after this break. Sit back, get some more coffee, get some eggs. People never bring us eggs, John.
Well,
hey, an egg sandwich.
We'd give him a plug on the show if we got some scrambled eggs and bacon down here by 9 in the morning.
Yeah, so stay tuned for the second half on a cold Saturday morning. Getting ready for
Isn't the newbie supposed to bring breakfast anyway?
Yeah, I know. We got to haze him now. You know, that's what we got to do. He's a rookie. We got to haze him.
He definitely needs to eat too. You're gonna have your spurt here pretty soon.
Someday soon.
You will.
My son is 12, and he's 13, 5'6". All right, guys, we'll be back.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. That's 800-785-1673.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding a unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hey Bears fans, want your business heard during every heart-pounding moment of the game? WRMN 1410 is now offering in-game ad spots for Chicago Bears broadcasts. Be a part of the action as thousands of die-hard listeners tune in each week. Whether it's a touchdown, turnover, or a timeout, your message will be right there in the mix. Spots are limited and going fast. Call WRMN 1410 today at 847-741-7700 and score big with in-game advertising that delivers results. Get in the game with the Chicago Bears on WRMN AM 1410.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400. And your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
All righty, everybody. Welcome back to Fantasy Football Blitz here on WRMN 1410 AM at Studio 14 downtown Elgin, where we have John Payne. We got Graham. I keep forgetting your last name, Graham.
Boder.
Okay, and you got David Tees here, all talking fantasy football. We're going to take a quick caller because he has a question. Who to start this week? He's going to make it fast for us, all right? So let's get him on the line. Hello, caller. Who are we talking to?
Hi, this is Jimmy the Silly. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
How you doing, Jimmy?
God, Jimmy.
Good.
Well, you got a question.
Long-time listener. I got a real quick question. I got 2 tight ends. I got Hunter Henry and Dallas Goedert. I don't know who I should start. I'll hang up and I'll listen for my answer. Thanks, guys.
We'll let the expert answer that question. What do you think, Graham?
So that one's a tough one. So it was Hunter Henry or Dallas Goedert?
Yeah.
I mean, I do think overall, I think that Dallas Goedert is probably a better player. But I do think Drake May can find his tight end more than... I feel like he can probably get the ball to his tight end more than Jalen Hurts does. So I think that's close. I think that could go either way. But and again, against a good Packers defense, and Tampa Bay is also a good team, but they're definitely more offense heavy. So I'd probably start Hunter Henry.
John, who do you think?
I'm Dallas Goedert all the way.
Yeah, I'm Goedert too.
I mean, the guy just keeps getting in the end zone constantly. I think he's got 7 or 8 touchdowns already. I mean, and he's getting the ball in the middle of the field too, where Hunter Henry seems to get the ball only inside the 10.
Is he touchdown dependent?
He's touchdown.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to do that.
Thanks, bro.
Okay, let's get to the next game here.
All right. Bills at Dolphins. Josh Allen's going to feast on the Dolphins this week. He had 3 TDs at home versus them a few weeks ago. 2 is just all over the place this season as a fantasy quarterback, unless he's playing Atlanta.
Yeah.
James Cook looks to have another solid week. He torched them a few weeks ago. I think he had 115 yards, touchdown. Devin Achane's really the only player in Miami I'd feel comfortable about starting. Buffalo's allowed 5.1 yards per carry to running backs, which is 30th in the league, and they lost Ed Oliver for the year, kind of their run stuffer. So that's going to hurt. Bosa's more of a quarterback rusher, in my opinion. Jalen Waddle has a decent matchup this week. Buffalo is 31st in points allowed to wide receiver 1 targets. I know that'll help you, Dave. I don't recommend any other wideouts for either team. I do like Dalton Kincaid. He's had a couple of 100-yard games 2 of the past 3 weeks. So, I mean, this is obviously Buffalo all the way.
100%. I mean, Dalton Kincaid, watch him. I'm telling you, he's going to have a big game. I don't know how, but I feel like every time the Bills are on, every time I'm watching a Bills game, Dalton Kincaid finds the ball consistently and usually also finds the end zone.
Yep.
He's really proving himself in a Buffalo team that's struggling to find other receiving leaders, if that makes sense.
It does.
Climb up. Dalton Kincaid stepping up and becoming one of them, and he's a big reason why Buffalo are one of the best teams in football.
Right, and they don't have a number 1 receiver, honestly. Keenan Coleman's probably a 2. He's a big receiver, but he's not very fast. They don't use him in the red zone at all, which is kind of surprising. Shaker's kind of good in the middle of the field as a slot guy, and he's good after the catch, but really they don't have anything else. So Kincaid's got to be the guy, Cook. And Josh Allen, like I said before, I don't know why they don't do design runs 10 times a game for him. You know, last week when he was against Kansas City, he ran the ball on a design run. It was only the 3rd time this year it was a designed run for Josh Allen.
Wow.
Now he has ran the ball and scrambling, running out of the pocket and this and that many times. As far as a designed run, though, it was only his 3rd time, which just shocks me because they just bounce off him when they play him. So
yeah,
I mean, you obviously want to keep him upright and healthy, but man, the guy just huge.
I mean, James Cook still a little bit quiet. He had a couple touchdowns. Josh Allen had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's not throwing the ball to his receivers a lot. They're just invisible for some reason. It seems like every week it's Kincaid, Allen, and Cook. Every week after week. Miami's going to struggle. Ollie Gordon is questionable. He may or may not play, so he's not actually out for the year. But he's not a big factor, but they want to get him involved into the game more. Yeah. But I wouldn't see him starting this week or even playing to touch the ball whatsoever. And Miami, they just have no receivers except for Jalen Waddle. I mean, Washington ain't doing anything. It's just not. It's not there for Miami. And they only scored 6 points last week against the Ravens.
That's because Ollie Gordon sucks. I know that's his boy.
See how he picks on my guys.
All right.
I mean, I don't throw stones at his glass houses.
Jaguars at Texans. That's a tough draw for Trevor Lawrence. I mean, Texans are tough defensively. It's not a matchup to chase passing upside from him. Lawrence has had a league high 8.2% of his passes drop this season. He's also had just under 12% inaccurate throw rate, which is 27th, which is right around Caleb Williams' inaccurate throw rate. Davis Mills is serviceable, I guess, but maybe Nico gets hot in this game because he's probably key on him and pepper him a lot. The Jaguars have allowed top 10 fantasy quarterbacks in 4 straight games. ETN has 2 TDs this season, and one of them was the defense letting him score.
Yeah.
So Marks and Chubbs are just desperation running backs at this point. Jackson has allowed the most fantasy points to wide receiver 1 targets. So Nico should see plenty of targets. Probably more of a wide receiver 2 for me, though. You can probably throw a dart at the Jacksonville wide receiver board. Maybe Parker Washington if you're desperate. Brian Thomas isn't playing.
Nope.
They got Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
I don't think he's had over 40 yards the entire season, but he's also wanted out of Las Vegas too the entire year. So maybe that's part of it. As productive as the tight ends have been this year, as a whole, Schultz may get a few thrown to him, but nobody on Houston or Jacksonville side is really worth starting. I mean, that Strange kid is hurt, so I mean, he was the only tight end that was worthy of getting targets over in Jacksonville at the beginning of the year. That is strange, but yeah, Trevor Lawrence to me, and I've said this. Like I said, I watched him in high school in Cartersville, Georgia, his junior and senior year, and he looked great. He didn't look as good at Clemson that I thought he would. I mean, even though he won a national championship, and in the NFL, he's just an average quarterback, or maybe a little better than average. So that's my theory on that. Texans should win this game, even with Davis Mills.
Yeah, and they also got Christian Kirk back there too. He's back. What do you think about this game here, Graham? Give us your views.
I mean, I'm completely on board with you guys for this one. I mean, it's going to be a slow game, especially for fantasy managers. Not much worth starting here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, they do got Nick Chubb's back playing there.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them. Yeah, so
Nick Chubb and his brother Chubbs.
Start him if you need to, but I don't know if he's.
But yeah, I see Lawrence having a good game in this game here. I really do, because I know he doesn't got Thomas and all that, but he knows how to manage.
That's why you're in 4th place in our league.
Yeah, I know. You got to rub that into the whole world here. Right now,
quick jab, man.
Yeah, just throwing shots.
I'll throw them when I can, man.
Yes.
You shouldn't be hosting a show being a 4th place team. Honestly.
No, I mean I'm going to teach you.
That's pretty. Maybe you should listen to our show and maybe get some pointers.
I'm going to teach Graham the board here. So
promises.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Yeah, he's ready to take my job. Yeah, teach me, Dave. Yeah, next thing I know, I'll come in here and he's going to be sitting behind her and sonar teaching him stuff. All
right, you're up. You got the next 5 games.
Okay,
this ought to be interesting.
Well, time's getting limited, so I'm going to just focus.
I can just sit back and listen now. This is awesome.
Okay, first game that I have here is Cardinals and Seahawks. Now, I got reports that Murray is benched, and now he's hurt, and Brissett is going to be the starter there, which he had a really good game.
He's been playing better ball.
Yeah, he's playing better ball. Harrison, you got him right?
No, I do not have Marvin Harrison.
So, but yeah, he's giving the ball to him more. The running game is running back by committee over there. So, fantasy owners, you're going to have to pick your, Knight, DeMarcado, Trey McBride. What do I got to say about him except he scores touchdowns? Just about, he's really picking up his pace. So, fantasy owners on the Arizona side, Brissett, pick him up if you need a quarterback.
If you need him.
What's that?
I mean, if you need him and he's the best available, definitely.
I would have him on my team if I didn't even need him. I mean, he is touchdown dependent. That's twice I said that. Anyhow, back on the Seahawks side here, Sam Darnold is playing some really good quarterbacking over there in Seattle. I mean, Arizona's defense has been stepping it up. They are their secondary is really working good on other teams. The runs, they can't stop the run. Arizona has a problem trying to stop the run. But that's why I think Walker's going to have the yardage. The great wine, Charbonnet, is going to have the touchdowns, as we talked about last week. Barner is questionable, owners. You might want to look at that. I think he's going to play. I did put him in my lineup, Graham, but I took him out and put Kittle into there. And Cooper Kupp is not going to play this game.
Also like to add that they just traded for Rashid Shaheed.
Yes. That was my next one.
He's going to be going deep quite a bit, I imagine. Troy Horton's hurt, the kid the rookie that was doing so well. So, I mean, maybe that's why they made the push for Shaheed. Maybe he's going to be out a little longer than expected. Tyler Lockett, they got rid of, and then he showed up for the Raiders the other night. He looked like their best receiver, but that's another. What
do you think, Graham? Who should people start? What do you got?
Got to start Sam Darnold. He's been the high end in the league. He's an MVP contender. After last year, I was a bit worried. I was iffy. I wondered, is it just the Viking system? Is Sam Darnold really good? As he had struggled at teams before. But Sam Darnold, he is a good quarterback. Still do want to see him without. One day do want to see him again without, like, the crazy good receivers and offensive team around him. Just to see, because again, he didn't do good he played on other teams earlier, which he struggled with. So it is a question if how much he's actually developed and how much he's just in a good system. But I do think he is a good quarterback and he's a must start.
Yeah, he's been playing good ball.
Yeah.
He's been playing really good ball.
Right.
I think they should run the ball down the Cardinals' throat, honestly.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
With their backs and then hit the receivers when they need them. But, yeah, Darnold's playing good ball.
Next game is actually going to be Detroit at Washington. Detroit coming off of a loss. I did not see that one coming. Did anybody see that one coming?
No, especially with J.J. McCarthy. He was inconsistent at the start of the year. And
with that firepower, wow.
randomly comes out, goes and beats the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, so with the Commanders, there is no Daniels there.
Is he out for the season?
And you got Mariota.
Yeah.
And also...
That was a gruesome injury.
Yeah,
but you know what? They did an MRI and he didn't tear any ligaments, which just shocks me.
And
he must have stretched them out as far as they'll go. But I mean, but yeah, it was shocking.
Yeah. So Mariota, start him if you need him. You also have Merritt. He hasn't been really doing good lately. He's just like at first, bam, bam, bam. Now nothing. Deebo Samuels is still Deebo Samuels. So I was
only one.
Yeah, there's only one
with Deebo Samuel.
I don't think that the Detroit defense is going to play like they did last week. So their secondaries is a touch banged up. I don't think you're going to see Commanders winning this game. I think there's going to be low yardage on running the ball under there. And then McCaffrey, dead silence, and is McLaren hurt again? So
he is.
Yeah, so that kind of hurts. You got him right.
I do.
Yeah, sorry.
Got to put him on. He's off on the bench for this week.
And then on the Detroit side is the usual suspects. You got Goff not having that year. Do you see him? John, do you see him having that year this year right now? It's not there with him.
Doesn't need to with Gibbs.
Yeah.
Guys are running all over the field.
Montgomery and Gibbs.
And Amara St. Brown. I mean, what else do you need? I mean, Jameson Williams has kind of been the guy that's been left out right now. I mean, he's been a one-trick pony. He's not going across the middle of the field. He's stretching the field. That's all he's doing.
And if you're a fantasy owner and you're looking for a receiver, I read that they want to get Tesla more involved into this game.
I read that too, but they've been saying that all year.
Yeah, but I like the kid.
I do too.
He's really good. He got great hands.
Yes,
he knows how to run his routes. Laporta is still Laporta. He's the beast. I think he's going to get 2 touchdowns today in this game. That's my prediction.
Have him on my fantasy team, so love that.
Oh, okay, so there you like that. What do you think, John, about this game?
I just said it.
Okay. That's funny. He's short and sweet when I talk, man. Yeah. But when he talked, blah, 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 blah. Graham, who would you tell fantasy owners to pick on this game? One of each team, no matter what position.
All right, so for Washington, I mean, it's not going to be great, but I would say Deebo Samuel. They're going to work wide receiver screens to him. As you said, He is still Deebo Samuel. They're going to work run plays, screen plays to him. He's going to get involved more than anybody, I think. And then on the Lions side, there's a bit, but I'm going to say it. I think that this will be a Jameson Williams breakout game. It's a little bit of a weird prediction. It's a shot out there, but I think we're going to get a Jameson Williams breakout.
It's got to happen at some point. Yeah, you're right.
Rams and 49ers and San Francisco. Rams playing some good ball. Stafford's doing good. Their running game seems to be picking on up. Definitely starts our Williams if you're running back. Stafford is staying upright, John, as we talked about earlier in the season. They actually have Nakua back. Devontae Adams is really tearing it up over there. He's loving where he's at, I guess. I guess a new place, a new Adams. Higbee is a tight end there. Definitely start him. And for the San Francisco side, there's no Purdy again. I'm pretty sure there's no Purdy. So you're going to see Jones back there. McCaffrey doing his usual. I would flex Robinson. I think they're going to really focus in on. Rams are good defense, right? Graham, they have a good defense. They're playing some good ball on that side of the. I think they're going to really try to shut down McCaffrey and force Jones to throw the ball a lot more. So Pearsall is definitely out. So don't even do that. And George Kittle,
get more involved.
Yeah, he didn't score last week, and he didn't really have a good game. So, really quickly, next game is a game I kind of actually do end up liking out of here is Pittsburgh Steelers and Los Angeles Chargers. I caught myself. I knew he was looking at me. Herbert, I think, is going to have the Herbert day, scoring the ball, throwing the ball around. Hampton is out, the running back.
He's been out.
Yeah, he's been out, but he was actually coming. He was on the field.
Practicing on the sideline.
He was on the field, and then he got hurt again.
Yep.
So with the Rams in there, no, sorry, I'm on the wrong. Yep, I'm on the wrong game. Chargers. Keenan Allen is having a great season, but it's hit and miss with him. I would flex him if you're a fantasy owner. With the Steelers, wow, they're going all the way over to L.A. And Aaron Rodgers with DK Metcalf, I think they're going to hook up because the Chargers' defense is not playing good ball. Do you agree, John?
No, I think they're playing good ball in the secondary.
Yeah.
I think they're number 3 against the pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they are.
But I like Aronde Gadsden in this game. I think this tight end kid is coming, man. Quentin Johnson's been really quiet. He's kind of been a little banged up, but he's been real quiet. As far as the Steelers go, man, they played good ball last week, man. I'm forced to start Herbert this week because Mahomes is off, and Herbert's been playing good ball, but the way the Steelers played last week, I'm almost a little scared. I mean, a little apprehensive about that one, but I mean, I'm stuck with them. Otherwise, I got to start Tua, and that's not happening.
I think. What do you think, Graham? Do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to use his tight ends more in this game?
I do think so. I mean, he has a few options at tight end for with Jonnu Smith and Pat Freiermuth. So he has options. Aaron Rodgers has been pretty good recently. He's been a little bit inconsistent, but for the most part, I think he's been pretty good. For the Chargers, I believe with Hampton out, it will be Kamani Vidal at running back.
Yeah, Vidal's going to have another good game
So
against
we'll see how he can do, but I think he'll put up some points there. And overall, this will be a very good game.
I think the great game, John.
I do too. I think it'll be a good game.
I think it is.
Good Sunday night game. Same with Monday night game.
I think the Chargers are going to pull this off on here.
I do too, but I think it'll be a little closer than people think. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is not moving around the pocket like he used to, but the arm is still there, man.
Oh, yeah.
And this kid Washington, they got the tight end over there. The kid's a giant, man.
Yeah, I know.
He looks like he's about 6'7", 6'8", about 300 pounds, man. I mean, everybody looks dwarfed compared to him.
3 big tight ends over there.
Yeah, and he's hitting them all.
Yeah, and he's using them. He's utilizing his tight ends. Big game here. Monday night. And that Steelers-Chargers game is Sunday night. So I guess you're going to be up late watching your quarterback. I guess you're going to be up late watching your quarterback, too.
Anything past 9 o'clock is late for me, so.
Yeah, well, you got to start Herbert this week.
Yeah.
Mahomes on the bye week. I know you got to start him, too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Monday night, Eagles and Packers. This is a game I want to talk to you about really quickly. On the Philadelphia side, you're going to have your usual suspects. Hurts, Saquon Barkley. Running the ball, but he's been non-existent all year.
He hasn't been Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, and I hear they're going to give him the ball a lot more.
Well, look what Dowdle did to the Packers. Yeah, they're going to feed him.
Yeah, they're going to feed him a lot in this game here. Secondary, we'll get to the Green Bay side. You got Smith and A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown didn't play last week. I haven't even really heard if he's playing this week. I can't find anything on him.
I do believe he's playing, but he hasn't been very good this season anyway.
Like you said last week,
he's a must start.
Yeah,
it's a must start as a player because we know what he can do, and he is a high pick, but he's not been very consistent.
He's been one of the most frustrating receivers in fantasy football the last couple of years.
And you know what's really interesting is that Goddard is going to have a touchdown dependent day. That's 3 times I said it. I think he's going to get 2 touchdowns.
Oh, Lord.
This the Philadelphia defense is just stellar this year.
Yeah, and they keep grabbing guys too. They keep trading for guys, and they just keep getting better.
They're just doing good. That's why I think Green Bay is going to have a hard time again with this game, like they did last week, because the defense is just going to just cover their receivers and force them to run the ball and put a lot of pressure on Love. Love is playing good. Not really that good at ball. His receivers were just nowhere to be found last week. None of them.
Lots of injuries.
And they got Wicks coming back this week. You have, you have a lot of guys coming back this week, but they're just not doing anything.
Green Bay's missing Jaden Reed quite a bit right now. Obviously, Tucker Kraft is done for the year. That's a huge injury for Green Bay.
That's what I was just going to bring up.
And I don't think Luke Musgrove's going to pick up the slack for him.
That's a lot of what I'm wondering because it's a question is, Tucker Kraft's obviously good, but is he as good as he seems, or is Jordan Love just good at getting his tight ends the ball? We'll see with Luke Musgrave.
I think Tucker Kraft is as good as he seems.
Well, we got,
like I said, they're missing Jaden Reed, and I think Philly will run.
We got 5 minutes left. John, let's start out with your questions. And we know what our settings were last week, so let's see what we can do better this week, Graham.
Got to do better.
Okay, get ready, because John's going to start them out.
Actually, Dave had a normal week last week. He was 4-6.
It's my average right now.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to go Dave, Graham, and then myself on these, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Dave, does Dylan Gabriel throw 2 touchdowns or more versus the Jets?
I'm going to say yes.
Remember, they lost Sauce Gardner.
I'm going to say yes.
So for me, I think that they're going to run the ball with Quidshon Junkins, I believe it is, a lot. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game and a very heavy run game, especially from the Browns. I do not think that Dylan Gabriel will throw 2 touchdown passes.
I will agree.
So John is a no, and you're a no? Wow. Okay. One for me.
Does Derrick Henry rush for 80 yards or more versus Minnesota?
That's actually...
I'll say yes.
I didn't want to say 100. I wanted to make it interesting. That's why I said
yes. I'll say yes.
That's because you got him.
Of course, I'm not going to jinx my guy.
I mean, I think that Minnesota, it's going to be tough, but I do think they'll do a pretty decent job, at least, of putting pressure on Lamar and kind of forcing that. So I do think they're going to run the ball a little bit more. So I'll say yes, too.
You're going to say yes, too?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I think he gets 79 yards. Does Wendell Robinson score for the New York Giants against the Bears?
I'll say yes.
I'm going to say no. I do think that, what's his name? Theo Johnson has been finding a lot of passes. He's been finding the end zone pretty consistently. I think Jackson Dart wants to get to the ball to him. I don't know. I don't think he really wants to get the ball to Wandale Robinson.
You know what? I don't like your attitude. I'm starting him this week, man. A little more positive, okay? I'm saying definitely yes, okay? Get this kid out of here, man.
We got to speed up our questions. It's, time's running out for us here really fast.
All right. Let me get to my last one here that... Oh, great.
Oh, good. He's back on a computer again.
All right, here we go. Who wins? Eagles, Packers.
Eagles.
Eagles.
All right. My questions are...
Hold on, I'll do my next one now.
Okay, go ahead.
Does Bryce Young throw for 175 yards versus New Orleans? He's only thrown for 200 yards once this year.
I think he will.
100%. Yes. I mean, the Saints are just so beaten up. They're not going to be able to stop him. I think Bryce Young can, when he has the ball, despite his year being a bit iffy, I think the Panthers can be a good team.
Okay.
And I think Bryce Young can lead a team. So
okay, so we'll make my questions yes or no.
I'll say no.
Okay, I know you were going to say that. Okay, here we go really quickly. Who will win, Jets or Browns? Just answer it.
I'm going to go Browns.
Okay. Who are you going to say?
I'll say Jets. Will Drake May throw for over 225 yards?
Yes.
Okay.
Will he, Dave? I say yes.
Okay, I'm getting to you.
What do you say?
I say yes.
Okay.
Will the Bills beat Miami under 13 points? Yes.
I feel like Miami come out when they play the Bills. I don't know why. They can be terrible and they'll play well against the Bills, so I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say no.
Well, I mean, I'm going to say that they will score over 13 points.
Yes. Will Daniel Jones rush for 2 TDs? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Okay, yes. And over under 46.5. Over under Bears Giants.
Over. They're going to take it. High scoring game.
Under.
Okay, so that's our show, guys. Thanks, Graham, for coming on in again. John Payne and me.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where
great job, Graham.
Community and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. As for Jennifer Facala, Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 10 o'clock.
Organizations are speaking out as self-identified Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani prepares to take the reins of America's most populous city.
On January 1st, I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City.
Within hours of Zoran Mamdani's election as New York's first Muslim mayor, there were swift and harsh reactions from his Jewish critics. Notably, the Anti-Defamation League, which combats